Lesson 10, Entering Transactions. In this chapter, we will discuss about entering sales, that is supplies outward transactions. In GST, sales transactions are generally termed as supplies outward transactions. We will try to cover as many cases as possible in this particular chapter, and remaining cases we'll discuss in next chapter, that is chapter 11. So first of all, we'll start with entering single tax rate transactions. Single tax rate transactions implies that bill will have items belonging to same tax rate. That is, all the items in the bill belongs to same tax category. For adding a sales voucher, we are going to transaction, sales, add option, specify the series, voucher date, voucher number, then is sale type. Here we are selecting the sale type as LGST 28%. This means that this sale type is for local transaction as L symbolizes local, and 28% means all the items in the bill belongs to 28% GST tax category. So this will be for local transaction and all the items will belong to 28% category. Similarly, if you have items belonging to 18% category for local transactions, then you can select the LGST 18% option and so on. Next, select the party. So you can see the GSTN of the party starts from 07, that is, this party belongs to Delhi and our company also belongs to Delhi. So it's a local party that is belonging to same state. Then select the material center. Item, select the item and specify the item related details. In the bill sundry section, we are applying the CGST and the SGST bill sundry. As this is the case of a local transaction, hence we are applying CGST and SGST bill sundry at the rate of 14% each. At the left hand side, you can view the tax summary also. Click Save button to save the sales voucher. Next, we are entering one more transaction for single tax rate, and this transaction is for interstate, that is central transactions. Specify the series, date, voucher number. Here we are selecting the sale type as IGST 28%. I symbolizes here interstate, that is central transaction, and 28% means all the items in this bill belongs to 28% tax category. Next, select the party. You can see the GSTN of the party starts with 06, that is, this particular party belongs to Haryana, and this is our central party, outside state party. Next, select the material center. Item, we are selecting the item and specifying its detail. We are applying the bill sundry as IGST. As this is a central transaction, so only one bill sundry, that is IGST, will be applied. In case of local transactions, we apply CGST and SGST both, but in case of interstate central transactions, we apply only IGST bill sundry. Click Save button to save the sales voucher. Next, we will discuss entering multi-tax rate transactions. Multi-tax rate transactions implies that a single will have items belonging to different tax rates. You can enter multi-tax rate transactions either item-wise or voucher-wise. That is, you can apply tax item-wise or voucher-wise, that is in the form of bill sundries. So we will discuss both these types of transactions, that how you can apply tax rates item-wise and how you can apply tax rates bill sundry-wise, or we can say voucher-wise. So first of all, we'll discuss about entering multi-tax rate transactions item-wise. Select the series, specify date, voucher number. Here we are selecting the sale type as LGST item-wise. L is for local transaction and item-wise symbolizes that will specify the tax rate along with each item. Basically, there is no need to specify the tax rate, because it will automatically pick the tax rates for the item from the tax category specified in the item master. So here we are selecting the sale type as LGST item wise. Next, select the party, material center, select item, specify item related details. On pressing the enter key on amount field, you can see an item wise GST window is appearing. The window is displaying the GST rate as 18% for this particular item and CGST 9%, SGST 9%, as this is a local transaction. So we'll apply both CGST and SGST. Next, we are selecting one more item specifying its item related details. Again, on pressing the enter key on amount field, item wise GST window is appearing, which is showing that this particular item belongs to GST 28% tax category. That is, this item is taxable at 28%. So here busy is showing CGST at 14% and SGST as 14%. So you can see busy automatically picks from the item masters that the tax rate at which the item is to be taxable. At the left hand side, bottom of the voucher, you can see the tax summary, that is 18% tax is charged on the 45,000 taxable amount and 28% tax is charged on 65,000 taxable amount. That is on the first item 18% tax is charged and on the second item 28% tax is charged. There is no need to apply any bill sundry in this type of transaction as we have already specified the tax rates along with each item. Click Save button to save the voucher. Next, we will be discussing entering multi-tax rate transactions voucher-wise. That is, we'll specify the tax rates in the form of bill sundry. So here we are selecting the series, specifying date, voucher number. Sale type we are selecting as LGST multi-rate. Multi-rate, if you remember, when we have created this particular sale type, we have specified the taxation type as taxable voucher-wise. That is, whenever this sale type will be used, tax will be applied voucher-wise. Next, select the party, specify the material center. We are selecting the item, specifying item related details. Again, we are selecting one more item and specifying its detail. Next, we are applying the bill sundries. You can see we have applied the CGST and SGST at the rate of 9% each and CGST and SGST at the rate of 14% each. So Busy will automatically picks that on which item 18% tax rate is to be charged and on which item 28% tax rate is to be charged. From where Busy will pick which tax rate is to be applied, that Busy will pick from the tax category master specified in the item master. At the left hand side of the voucher, you can view the tax summary also, that is 18% tax rate is applied on the first item and 28% tax rate is applied on the second item. Click Save button to save the voucher. Next, we will be discussing entering tax inclusive transactions. Tax inclusive transactions are those transactions in which tax amount is already included in the item price. That is, the price you have specified in the voucher includes the tax amount also. Busy will then do a reverse calculation to segregate the item price and the tax amount from the price you have specified. So here we are specifying the series, date, voucher number. We are selecting the sale type as LGST tax inclusive. That is, item price you will specify in the voucher already includes the tax amount. Select the party, select material center, select items, specify item related details. On pressing the enter key on amount field, an item wise tax information window will appear which is showing the GST rate as 18% and final amount inclusive of GST. CGST, SGST at the rate of 9% each. So this shows that this particular amount, that is 96,000 that we have specified, already includes the tax amount. At the left hand side bottom of the voucher in the tax summary, you can see the taxable amount as 81,355 and CGST and SGST as 7,322 each. When you add these three amounts, that is taxable amount, CGST amount and SGST amount, the total comes out to be the same as the amount specified in the item grid. So this is the tax inclusive transaction. In this type of transaction also, there is no need to apply the bill sundry as tax amount is already included in the item's price. Click Save button to save the voucher. Next, we are discussing about entering exempt transactions. That is, we are entering a bill which contains items which are exempted from GST. So we'll select the series, date, voucher number. Sale type we are selecting as LGST exempt. That is, the items are exempt from GST. That is, no tax will be charged on them. Exempt items are those which are exempted from GST under certain conditions or government notifications. Select party, select material center, select item and specify item related details. Again, in this voucher, there is no need to apply any tax bill sundry as this particular item is exempted from tax, or we can say exempted from GST. So no bill sundry will be applied in the voucher. Click Save button to save the voucher. So this is all we have to discuss in this chapter. That is, we have discussed certain types of sales transactions in this chapter. Remaining types that we are not able to cover in this chapter we'll discuss in chapter 11. At the end of the chapter, we have provided certain exercise. You can view the exercise on screen and attempt it. Hope after going through this chapter, you would be able to easily enter sales transaction in Busy. Thanks for watching. For more videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel.